Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful shocker, Ridge proposes to Taylor to show Brooke he's done with her. Bold and the Beautiful episodes see Ridge Forrester Torsten K determined to prove to everybody, especially Brooke, Logan, Catherine, Kelly Lang, that he is committed to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. And he might do something drastic to get his point across to her and Eric Forrester, John McCook both. Let's get into how and why Ridge may propose to Taylor to push back against Eric bossing him around about his love life. This would also deal with Brooke demanding he come back to her. Alright, so Eric and Brooke just pulled that little stunt to update the showstopper dress from Portofino to try and remind Ridge of the magic of the moment. He realized he has to embrace his destiny and go back to Brooke. Eric tried to sell the showstopper scheme as a moment where Brooke saved the whole fashion show. But the show was going just fine. Eric insisted it took the glare off why they had to get the company back. But come on, everybody was talking about Ivy Forrester's Ashley Brewer jewelry. And the attendants gushed about Daphne Rose's Muriel Hilaire fragrances and the return of the couture line. Nobody was talking about the Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor coup. And Ridge kind of acknowledged that Carter changed the company and thanked him. It was totally smoothed over. Nothing to rescue. Right after the Forrester Creations fashion show this past week, Eric told Ridge that he belongs with Brooke flat out. It was like a statement, not an opinion. It's a fact. And of course, Ridge knows his father means well. But, he finally had enough. And Ridge snapped at Eric and pushed him to stop meddling. Ridge keeps saying he's committed to Taylor, but neither Eric nor Brooke are listening or respecting Ridge's right to decide for himself. Recently, Eric said that Ridge has too much history with Brooke to walk away from her. But then Ridge reminded Eric that he has a long history with Taylor too. Plus, he said Taylor never betrayed them. They love each other. They have something special. And then Ridge finally yelled at his dad because he reminded him, "You agreed that Brooke betrayed all of us as well." And Eric, of course, tried to backtrack. He insisted that Ridge made a mistake. He dismissed every point his son raised. Then, Eric basically dismissed his and Taylor's relationship entirely. He said, "You're not even engaged to her. Go back to Brooke." That whole interaction irritated Ridge. Well, then, in came Brooke, and she said everybody wants them back together. So, they need to make it happen. She's pushing Ridge. And I know Brooke feels like she's got this in the bag, but she doesn't. Ridge is going to reject her again. That is confirmed. After Ridge tells Brooke that the moment was magic, he'll likely insist it was just that. A moment, but he's with Taylor. And then, there's a chance that Ridge may do something drastic. Because he's tired of Eric and Brooke trying to push him. I believe Ridge is about to do what he usually does when he makes up his mind. He leaps in with both feet. So, I think he's going to dig into his heels and push back really hard. And what I suspect is, he'll do is something quite bold to demonstrate to Eric and Brooke that he knows his own mind. What's ironic is Eric might be given Ridge the idea. Eric told him that what he has with Taylor isn't serious because he hasn't committed himself to her formally. So, Ridge may soon decide to propose to Taylor. That'll show Eric he's serious about Taylor and is committed to her. And of course, that would prove it to Brooke as well. This wouldn't be the first or even the second time that Ridge decided to marry Taylor. All that said, for those of you that are Team Brooke, I think you're going to win this in the long run. And here's why. If Ridge asks Taylor to marry him, she'll say yes of course. But, she may check in on a few points first. Ridge will tell her he loves her. He wants to spend the rest of his life with Taylor. I'm sure Ridge will say all the right things. He wants to build a future with her. He wants everybody to know he's committed to her. And by everybody, of course, he means Brooke and Eric. Not only do I suspect Ridge will propose because Eric just brought it up, but also to clap back at his dad and prove he can make big boy decisions. But also we know when Nick Maroney Jack Wagner arrives in June, Brooke is completely and utterly crushed and at a low point. If Ridge simply rejected her again, Brooke would still pursue him. She'd still be saying, "Let us get back together," and nothing would stop her. She'd keep on trucking. Brooke would keep trying to push Ridge to reunite with her. She feels like Ridge and Taylor are in this casual rebound thing. So, Brooke doesn't have to respect it. But for her to be so downtrodden by the time Nick hits town, Ridge must completely crush her destiny dream. And if he proposed to Taylor, it would definitely accomplish that. To be very clear, I am not saying Ridge and Taylor will get married. I think there's a lot of story to tell there, and it doesn't necessarily add up to a happily ever after. So, if you are Team Taylor, I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to work out long term. We're in May sweeps now, and then after Nick returns, there's another set of sweeps July 3rd to 30th. And that's when I think we're going to see a Ridge wedding. That'll give Ridge plenty of time to design a wedding gown. And Taylor can make big plans to be Mrs. Forrester again. When Nick slides back into LA, he and Brooke spark again. That is confirmed in official spoilers for Jack Wagner's comeback. Seeing Brooke move on with Nick could be a huge reality check for Ridge. It could send him into a jealous spiral over his brother. I expect Nick to be around a month, maybe 6 weeks, but Jack Wagner isn't staying long term. He's on contract at When Calls the Heart and starts shooting season 13 soon. So, Bold and the Beautiful may schedule the Taylor-Ridge wedding for July sweeps. And it could get blown up because Ridge is jealous of Nick. History repeats past Ridge wedding interruptions on B&B. If it falls apart, this wouldn't be the first Taylor and Ridge wedding interrupted because of his Logan. At one past Ridge wedding, Brooke crashed because she was pregnant. She didn't know if it was Eric's or Ridge's kid, but announced the baby news to stop it. And if you don't recall, it turns out it was Eric's kid. That was Bridget Forrester's Ashley Jonas origin story. Now that did not stop Ridge and Taylor from tying the knot. They carried on after Brooke's interruption. But ultimately, they fell apart down the road. And Ridge's last wedding to Taylor a few years ago was blown up because of the whole Thomas Brooke fake call CPS mess. Taylor found out right her and Ridge's wedding. And it was Steffi Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood who revealed that secret and blew it all up. To her credit, Steffi told the truth that Thomas set up Brooke. And Ridge walked away from Taylor because she knew about the lie and didn't tell him. So, if Ridge and Taylor head back to the altar again, it could fall apart again. It could be that Ridge can't go through with the wedding because he can't stand the idea of Brooke being with Nick. And that might make Ridge realize he can't be without Brooke. And then poor Taylor gets her heart broken at the altar. That's honestly where I see this all going based on Nick's return and what's going on now. And I feel like Ridge may do a reactionary proposal to clap back at Brooke and Eric. So, we'll see. It's destiny denied for now, but maybe not forever.